This week, Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor entered the Spanish Naval Officers Academy. After beginning her training as an officer at the General Military Academy, AGM, the Army's Officers Academy, Leonor entered Marines Military Naval School, ENM, as a first-class midshipman, a third-year student. Training has started. She will undergo 4 months of training at ENM and then spend 5 months aboard the training ship Juan Sebastian de Elcano. Subscribe our Channel Royal Hidden News for all new coming videos. This moment is a source of pride for the Spanish Navy, as the heir to the throne is in an institution that has been training our naval officers for many years. It has been training officers for over 300 years and has established a long tradition since the former Academy of the Marine Guards was founded in Cadiz in 1717, providing training in the town of Marin, Pontevedra, since 1943. Is going as a Galician, I say that it is a matter of pride for Galicia to have the Princess of Asturias in our community, which has long maintained strong ties with the Navy and the ENM. This is where she will receive her seafaring training, in our Rias Bajas, which for many years has seen Navy sailboats in action training ENM students. It is here that she will learn to respect and dominate that great lord, the sea, which washes our shores, which smooths our climate, which gives fruit to our fishermen, and which on stormy days I am invincible. One thing that has caught some people's attention is that, unlike his uniform at the AGM, where he wore a peaked hat, for those unfamiliar with the term, it's a hat that worn by Army officers. In ENM, Princess Leonor wears a different headdress, with a short brim, while men wear a top hat. This uniformity is governed by Order DEF/1756/2016, which established the current uniformity rules for the Spanish Armed Forces. The Army is the only branch of service in which women can choose either a peaked cap or a women's cap, which is the official name for Leonor's uniform worn in the ENM. The exception is in formal and ceremonial uniforms, where women must wear a women's hat. In everyday uniforms, gala uniforms, and uniforms for special occasions, women can choose from both headgears. However, in the joint corps of the Navy, Air Force, and Armed Forces, women may only wear the women's cap, the peaked cap being reserved for men. I think the reason for the women's hat is because if you have to wear a bun, the outfit will be more comfortable. The women's hat began to be used in the U.S. Navy in 1942 when women accepted for volunteer emergency service, WAVES, was established. From there, it spread to other countries. Surprisingly, the U.S. Navy, where the women's hat was known as the bucket cover, did away with it in 2018, establishing the peaked hat as unisex attire. This decision was made for uniformity, and because the bucket cover was considered an old garment. Personally, I'm not entirely convinced, but there are colors for all tastes. I encourage you to give your feedback in the comments.